Hello and welcome to the Play Android Game Reviews. I'm Daniel and today I'll be playing with Susanne.
Hello!
And we'll be showing you the arcade puzzle adventure Smart Sophia by ShaYaGames. And we already started it, and as you can see, this is the starting screen and you have the game title there. And you have already our protagonist, Sophia, up there. She's a zombie girl, she's a smart zombie girl. And you have, well, as you can see, the play button, the options menu. And in the options menu, you can choose to turn off music or sounds. You can get information about the game, about the developers, who did what. You can contact them and you can reset the game. Cancel? Well, okay, didn't go that well, but we reset it anyway. So as you can see, there's a bit of animation going on in the background. Looks quite nice, and it already sets the mood for the game. Well, it's darkish. Well, you're playing a zombie, of course, it's not happy-go-lucky. And we have a language button up top, and you can switch between 3 languages: English, Russian and Bulgarian. Well, that's enough about the menu. Let's start the game. And here we have 3 kinds of worlds we can choose between. And we choose the first one. This is the one already on unlocked. And there you have the, I don't know how many, 20 levels for every world. And let's go into the game, and there's the game. This is how the game looks, and there's a tip coming up: you should destroy the star. That's what you have to do. And let's just see how it all works. You have there's Sophia standing there, and yeah, you can move her around with the buttons on the bottom. And as you can see, the game is kept in 2D, it's 2D graphics. And well, it looks a bit like a comic graphics, like really simple background, except for Sophia herself. She looks like a pre-rendered 3D model. And well, it's not actually 3D in the game, just the frames for her. And there's battery warnings coming up. And as you can see, the game looks pretty simple. What I thought at first was the 2D graphics don't really mix well with the pre-rendered stuff, and it looks kinda doesn't really fit together, but still the game doesn't look that bad or bad at all, because it looks well made and there's really nothing to complain about graphics here. And you can see Susanne playing along. And as I said before, it's an adventure game or puzzle game. It's actually both. And you can see her doing all kinds of stuff. She is pushing all those crates around. And the main goal, as the tip said of the game before, destroy the star. This is what she did. And yeah, let's just go on with the next level. You can just jump to the next level. You don't have to go back to the main menu again and choose again. There's another tip. When you collect all coins, you will learn some interesting sentences. So let's just try to collect all coins and see what the game offers us. And as you can see, the environment here looks not that bleak, actually quite nice. And you can hear all those nature sounds in the background, like a lot of birds chirping, and yeah, it makes you feel like you're in a forest. And sound-wise as well, the game employs some different sound effects for what you can do in the game. Everything has a different sound effect, from jumping to destroying the star to collecting the coins. And there we collected all the coins, I think, this time. And an interesting sentence popped up. Do you know that cats spend 66% of their life asleep? So there's this little, well, nitpick of a phrase thrown in there, and yeah, it lightens the mood a bit. I mean, you're playing a zombie girl after all. It isn't supposed to horror game, of course, but still zombie girl. And yeah, as I said before, you can control the game by use of these buttons on the bottom. And of course, it goes the way many other Android games or mobile games actually did before, and employs those interface buttons, because there are no hardware buttons available, so the interface is used. This is, I think, well, one of the only solutions available for this kind of game, because, well, no hardware, and there's no hardware, there's actually no lag happening in the game. That's quite nice. The game's controls are precise, and I think with this much jumping going on, lag would totally kill it, but luckily there is none. What I thought was kind of, well, what could be better is what I saw in other games, for example, is the jumping button. That's not actually, because it's an actual button, I don't think that's necessary, because other games just used the whole screen. You just tap the whole screen and you jumped automatically, which was as nice as a single button, but you could choose where to actually tap the screen. And there you saw, she just tried and solved this puzzle. And I think if you think you can't go on because you don't know how to do the puzzle, I think you just have to try everything what you can think about, and eventually you will succeed. Okay. And I mean, as I said before, adventure game, puzzle game, there are already a lot of puzzle games out there, but what I think makes this game stand out is its setting. I haven't found anything about zombie puzzle adventure games before, and so I think in this regard it's quite unique for its setting, but there are of course a lot of other jumping and, well, puzzle games out there that don't necessarily have to do anything with zombies, but still the genre is not that, well, unique in itself, which is kind of sad, because it could do more to stand out, because it has quite a lot of competition from the dedicated puzzle or adventure games. So as you can see, she's advancing through the level, and different mechanics come into play. Like, one of the key features of this game are the physics-based puzzles. So if you're, well, pushing something over, it will roll downhill, like you saw before with the star rolling down and getting destroyed by gravity, basically. And you just have to think about all the ways you can manipulate the level just to make it through. So there you have it. She just managed, or didn't manage, to get on the platform and walked into the abyss. Well, yeah, that's all about originality. I mean, zombie games are there, but not this kind. In terms of replayability, as you saw before, there are quite a lot of levels for just one playing world, and there are actually 3 worlds to unlock. Sadly, this is the only thing there is where you could say, okay, this really adds to the replay value, because there are no achievements of any kind or high scores or anything like it. So the levels are the only thing that keep the player going, and maybe the sentences showing up, if you can complete it with all the coins collected. And yeah, oh, there are a lot of coins. Okay, yeah, well, and I think if you beat the game and the game doesn't really offer anything new, then why keep on playing? This is what I thought. Because, well, as I said before, no competitive mode or anything like achievements. So maybe you could try to figure out better ways to do the puzzles or do them even more quickly. And as you can see, some of them could be quite challenging or frustrating, but she made it after all. And let's have a look at this level screen. We have a high score, but that's still a personal score, and for the levels. And we have a share button for Facebook, we have a button to restart the game, we have a button to advance to the next level, and we have a button to go back to the menu, to the level menu. And there you see it, you have these totem thing heads there, those golden ones, and the more they are filled, the more successful you did complete the level, the more coins you collected. And as you see, some of them are grayed out, but these are the levels we have, well, accessed already, we have access to, and the others are locked. And let's go back. You can choose then again your world. This one looks like a... oh, you can't really tell what it looks like. The one, of course, oh, I think something kind of like a winterish world, and then there's a desert, and then there's what might look like a random option. So that's basically everything there is to say about the game, and if you want to read an in-depth review of it, head on over to playandroid.com. We have a score there, we have everything explained in detail, and if you want to download the game, you'll find the link to the Google Play Store in the video description. It's free, of course, and until the next time, I say goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed this video.